What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Track and Ace. Welcome back to the channel, everyone, man. For a lot of y'all, man, this might be y'all first time here this whole entire year or this season. I did do a video back in January. That was the last time I did a video. I was actually supposed to do like 2 or 3 Abby Steiner videos in the past month or two. Never released them. But hopefully this one actually gets released, but it should be because I'm actually trying to get this in before the race starts this afternoon. As you guys might have heard, first shout out to Trill County Track. He's been my main source for like figuring out the next time Abby is going to race. I actually missed it that she ran last week, man. I feel very guilty about not being able to cover that race. Did not know she was running last week, but I was aware of Miramar, the Miramar event, and I thought she was probably going to run that one. And so when I didn't hear anything, I think by a certain part of last week, I just tuned everything out from track. And next thing you know, she's running in that race, last weekend, the 400. And I didn't even know about it. But shout out to Trill County Track. He's the one that I found out that she was doing this race this weekend. At the Tom Jones Invitational is where she's running. I believe that's a Florida Gators event, if I'm not mistaken, in Gainesville, Georgia. So she'll be down in Florida today and running in the 100. So she ran in the 400 last week. She ran a time of about 51. What was it? 51.58 last week. Hold on. Let me see her official time. Yeah, 51.58. Last week, and she actually won that at the Gamecock Invitational in South Carolina. Remember that in South Carolina was actually where her coach Tim Hall, that's where he's coaching at now. I believe that's where she was staying out as well and training this off season when she got back from injury. Y'all know she's coming off the bone spur injury and all that stuff. So with the surgery, and so very interesting, man. Abby Steiner is back, bro. I feel like this year has just been very different for me. I was on top of everything in track lad this time, by the whole indoor season. I was covering college and pro. I just stayed out of the loop with it, and a lot of it had to do with what happened to me last summer. Let me just go over, because some of y'all might not know, some of y'all do know what happened to the channel last summer. Last summer I got in trouble with USATF, and it wasn't pretty. They literally almost got my channel like completely taken down. I'm lucky to have this channel today. I'm very blessed to have this channel today, man, because it was not looking good at one point. But I'm so glad that we got this channel back today. And we got this channel back in time for Worlds last year. That's actually when I got it back, like around August of last year, right before Worlds. That's when I got the channel back. And I did cover Worlds, but it just wasn't the same. And so during the off season, I've gotten away from the whole track scene, but I've also been thinking about what I should do next season, because I knew one thing I wasn't going to be able to do on this channel was show videos. So I was trying to figure out, what do I do this season? Like, how do I do this? So I actually got a plan. I'm going to talk about it later in the video so y'all can hear about it there. And we'll talk about it there when I get ready to wrap the video up. Let's talk about today's race. So again, I feel a little bit rusty myself, and Abby ain't the one that's just suffering the rust. It's me too. I gotta get myself familiarized with some of the names out here on the outdoor track scene. Outdoor track season has just officially gotten underway these past couple of weeks. So welcome back, everybody. Right? Welcome back, everybody. New track season. It's an Olympic year. It's a very important year because it is an Olympic year. We've only got really 2 months and a half until trials. It's not a lot. Like last year, there was like a lot of time in between the start of the track season and trials. I think it was like a full 3 months and some change. This year is literally like end of June. Like we're not that far from the end of June. We're almost at the end of April. That's how fast this month is going. We're like right in the middle of April right now, and it's almost the end of April. So trials are about to get here very fast. So it's not a lot of time for people like Abby and all the other people that's hoping to get to the Olympics to train and get their legs under them. We'll probably be having a Diamond League season starting pretty soon in May. There's going to be a lot going on. It's going to be a lot going on. Again, welcome back, everybody. So here's Heat 2. This is what Abby's going to be running. She's running the 100 today. She ran in the 400 last week. It had a pretty nice time. You know, she's not a 400 runner right now. Britton Wilson had like a 51.07. So these girls are jogging right now. So they're not really pushing it. And I don't think Abby's going to push it in this 100 today either. You can see the names on her. The name that you guys might know the most or familiar the most about is probably Maia McCoy, maybe Shannon Ray, Tobi Amusan, and Kiara Parker. Like, you guys probably, mainly Shannon Ray, right? It's one of the names you probably more familiar with on this list. But I'm not taking this as like one of these things where it's like a bunch of nobody. No, I'm not even sure if Abby's even winning this field, to be honest with you. So I don't really even got a prediction for you as far as like, do I expect? I'm really, for me, this is gonna be the first time I'm actually seeing Abby because I never did see the video from the 400 that she did last week. So I can't tell you for sure. The only time I seen any evidence of Abby running was actually the little warm up videos that she had with Christian Coleman, who she's been training with. That's the only thing I've seen, the only time I've seen her run this year. So I don't know. I heard that this is going to be on ESPN Plus, SEC Plus Network, I believe. And she'll be on ESPN Plus. I have ESPN Plus, so if I have access to it, I'll have the video. Again, I'm going to tell y'all how I'm going to be showcasing this video because it's not going to be on YouTube, though. But yeah, anyways. Abby, I just want to see where Abby's at. I don't even really care about if she gets first, second, or third. Like, I'm just trying to see where she's at. So most of her times last year was like right in between 11.1 and 11.2. I think she ran below 11.2 like maybe one time, but it was mainly like right between 11.1 and 11.2. That's 11.10 and 11.20 for those of y'all that just, maybe not familiar with hearing three numbers, but 11.10, 11.20 is basically what I'm trying to say. I think she might hit around that number again. I think it's going to be a little bit closer to 11.20. Anything around 11.1 will be really good for Abby. I don't expect her to run that, but anything around that will be very good. I think her high in the 100 was 11.12, if I'm not mistaken. But some of the girls that ran really good at trials was like right in between 11.0 and 11.1. So, we'll see how that goes. And I'm only focusing on her field. I'm not really focusing on the other fields because there are some other fast runners that's running today. I seen Gina Luca-Kemper is running in Heat 3. I may cover her field if I had the time. I'm not sure. I might if I get access to her race too. I might cover her for the first time this season. She was always someone that I usually cover on my channel was Gina Luca-Kemper. So Melissa Jefferson and Talitha Diggs are running against each other in a different field. Tamari Davis, I think, it's in that field as well. So I think that's Heat number 1. Who else is running today that I saw that was of note? Was that it? That might have been it. I don't. Kennedy Flannel. There you go. Kennedy Flannel is also running in Heat 3. So with Gina Luca-Kemper. So that's gonna be a very interesting field. Heat number 3. So let's see how this goes, man. Everybody's really just kind of getting themselves into shape. It's the first month of the season, so. But there's going to be people out there, no matter what, they're going to have something to say if the times aren't on par with what people usually expect. That's going to happen. People are going to troll whenever they can, and doing whatever they can. You know what I mean? But like I said, I have no expectations today. I just want to see where Abby's at. If she's anywhere, if she's at 11.2, that's about where I expect her to be. I think the only way it'll be bad for me with Abby is if she's below an 11.3. Because she wasn't even running that slow last year, 11.3. So I think 11.2 is right where she needs to be at. 11.1 will be really good for her. And anything beyond that is just, that tells me everything I need to know. But I don't think she's going to push it that hard, though. And I don't think this field's going to push her either. Because Abby does better when the field pushes her. So I think she's going to run at her own pace today. And like I said, again, I don't know if she's going to win or not. I'm not really. It's the 100. That's not really her race. 200 is what I'll, really more focus on with Abby. So we'll see what happens with that. But it should be very exciting. It should be very fun. It's just going to be fun because, we haven't really seen Abby in a while, bro. It's been like 9 months, bro. I'm just happy to see Abby back out there, bro. I wish I would have been able to see that race last week, but she was. I mean, I didn't have access to the race. They said it was on Twitter. I couldn't find it, bro. So I don't know what to say. I couldn't find it, but I don't want to make this video too long, because I know my results video later on is gonna be pretty long. So let's get ready to wrap this up. One thing I wanted to say something about Caitlin Clark. Been a lot of comparisons with Caitlin Clark and Abby Steiner, and I understand that. That could happen. It depends, if Abby Steiner really gets to where she needs to get to. I think she could be a Caitlin Clark, but I don't even really necessarily know if she's the one that's going to be like a Caitlin Clark. But her hype is similar to Caitlin Clark, I'll tell you that. For white female track runners, I think her hype is definitely like where it was at in 2022. It could get to where Caitlin Clark was at. And I wanted to cover Caitlin Clark on my channel. I might actually still do a video comparing Caitlin Clark with Abby Steiner. The only thing is right now, I'm going to say this too, because I made a video about this and I didn't get a chance to release it, but I'm going to touch upon it here. Abby Steiner's height is not where it was at in coming into 2023. I really don't. I think her hype is way down. And I think that's good for Abby. She's a little bit out of the spotlight right now, which I've noticed. She's out of the spotlight. Media's not really talking about her too much like that. I think that's good for Abby. Staying under the radar, because that's what Gabby Thomas did. She kind of stayed under the radar coming into the last season. And look what happened. I think that's going to be good for Abby Steiner to really stay under the radar until she starts making noise. You know what I mean? That's going to be really good for her. Just concentrate on what she could concentrate on and go from there. But we'll see how this season goes for Abby. It's gonna be very exciting. We're gonna talk more about her after this race, man. So last thing I want to touch on is how you can watch videos from now on through our channel. So like I told you, I won't have videos. I won't have videos on my YouTube channel anymore because of what I went through. So I'm going to move them over to Patreon. Yes, it's going to be on Patreon. I know so some of y'all are familiar with Patreon. And basically, what happened was somebody suggested that I start a Patreon. And they said I should have been started it because they felt like I was big enough coming over from Afternoons to Light to do a Patreon and have people support my videos. And I had never thought about that. I was like, you know what? Because I was really just trying to keep everything on YouTube and building up YouTube. And I never really thought about, starting up a Patreon. So it took me a long time to really think about it. And one of my other businesses that I've been busy with, I've actually started a couple of them. So now I'm a little bit more familiar with the platform. So I just started one up today for this race. So for now on, what we're going to do is, so every time Abby races, I'm going to have videos on Patreon. So you're going to have to pay for them. Yes, that's the only bad thing about it. The price that I got right now is limited to the first 5 people who join could get in at $10. That's going to be the lowest price that I ever have on here, because the other price that I will have is maybe 15 or 20. I'm still debating on which number I'm going to run with for the rest of the season. But it'll be $10 to $15 to $20 a month. If you're one of the first 5, you will be locked in at that number. As long as I have that Patreon page, you will be locked in at $10 a month for now. So that's for the first 5 people that join, and that is it. After that, we're going 15, 20. Once those spots are locked up, and we're going to go from there. But yeah, I want to put all the videos from every race that I cover that I could get, that I have video footage of, whether it's fan footage or TV coverage or whatever, without me talking over it, I'm going to have the videos up over there. That was something that I was kind of, I remember talking to Jacob the, by the way, shout out to Jacob the analyst. He was linking some videos from like Twitter. I was thinking about using like a Rumble to host them at. I was really thinking about different platforms, but I was like, you know what, Patreon be a little easier, and plus people could support me financially over there, and I think it'd be great. So, if you're a paid subscriber, you'll be able to watch the Abby races over there in their entirety, you know. And if this goes well, trials in the Olympics will be over there as well. Well, there's no worlds this year, but stuff like that, Diamond League, all of that, those races will be over there. So this is a basic official announcement. I have a link to that Patreon in the description box. So you have to go through this. So to get to my Patreon, you go through this site called beacons.ai. It's like a link tree. You click on that and it'll take you to a link to my Patreon, and then you'll be on my Patreon page. Simple 2 steps. You click on the Beacons AI link, then you click on the Patreon, and then you're there. And then, you know, you do what you need to do. I'm letting you guys know about the Patreon right now because you don't have to join right now. But if you want to join by the time like trials gets here, Olympics, so you got like a couple of months to kind of think about it, see where you're at financially, and see if you could support paying that price a couple of months. And remember, you can always cancel. You know, so you could maybe just pay during track season and then off season don't pay and stuff like that. Because I probably won't. It depends on how many people I have paying. I might end up being forced to kind of keep content coming during the off season. So I might do things differently where I'm gonna put some pressure on myself to put on some content. But during the season, we'll always have content on there. And then I'll put up exclusive videos that I won't put up on YouTube. Stuff of me talking, maybe some more controversial videos and cussing and all that stuff. I'll put those videos up over there. You know, I definitely thought of some ideas for what I can do to put up over there. So definitely come join me, man. But definitely come join me over there and see what it's about. Like I said, you don't have to join right now. You can join in the next month or two, is whenever you're ready. But I'm just putting it out there that I will be putting the videos out there. I'm also definitely going to put videos of like when Abby was younger. Going to try to post those videos on there as well. Because I never did put up all her videos when she was younger, when she was in high school. And some of her college stuff, I never did put those. So I'm going to definitely put those up over there as well. And other track athletes too. So I'm probably going to put up the Gina Luca Kemper race. If I cover her race today, I'm probably going to put that up over there too. So if you guys want to see that, I'm going to put all of that up. So that's going to be your one-stop shop, bro. One-stop shop. As long as I can do it, you know. If anything happens to my Patreon, I got another plan. I'm going to probably build a site and put them up over there. So don't even worry about it. But yeah, we're going to see how far we could go with that. And seeing if any problems arise, we'll deal with it. But that is going to do it, man. I need to close this video out because I don't want to make it too long. I think it's already running about 20 minutes long. But going ahead and get this video, like, share, subscribe, give me all y'all thoughts about this race, man. I'm going to see y'all later for the results. We're going to see how Abby did, man. Thank y'all for watching Track and Ace.